everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jess, and today's video is going to be the most unrealistic wish list haul that anyone has ever seen in their lives. It's basically going to be all of the makeup that is on my wish lists on various websites. We're going to just chat makeup and beauty because I'm feeling in a very talkative mood. I've also been so into my makeup again. I feel like I've fallen back in love with makeup, and I'm not saying that I ever felt out of love with makeup, but I feel like I spoke about this a lot in my chit chat Get Ready With Me, but I was really feeling this lack of motivation when it came to like YouTube makeup in general. I was going through a really rough spout with my mental health. Anyway, let's move on to this massive, and I mean massive, list. So I think let's start with Sephora, since we have never had Sephora in the UK. I did go to a Sephora actually, yeah, when I was away, and some of these products that are on here, hilariously enough, I tried to buy in the Sephora when I was away. However, they were out of stock of these products, and a lot of these are still out of stock. A lot of these products are out of stock on the Sephora UK website still, but I thought I'd give you guys like the most unrealistic wannabe haul. This is not all new stuff that's come out recently. It's a mixture of like newer stuff, older stuff, products that I just want to try, or products that have been on my wish list or my dream list. To be honest, it's a dream list, something that's not achievable, but when it is achievable, I'd really like to try. These wish lists that I'm going to show you are not to say that I'm going to buy everything or that everything's ideally realistic, and I'll try and talk through that as well. Bearing in mind, this is a wish list for the reason that it's a wish list. It's not in my shopping cart ready to like buy or anything like that. It's just things that I have been having my eye on for a while or have come out recently that I'm really intrigued by, and that I would really love the chance to try when I have, you know, the economic availability to do that. I like to make these wish lists and then like rationalize over time. Do I actually want that? Is that my favorite one out of the group of them? Etc. Is Natasha Denona. I am craving to try a Natasha Denona palette or a Natasha Denona product. I am dying to so much. I really love the look of her stuff, and I've done some research and watched loads of YouTube videos and comparisons and things like that, and I feel like although you can get comparisons for things, the formulation normally is not the same as the more expensive product. I'm dying to try some of their midi palettes. I think they're called midi palettes. I will tell you guys my top ones. The Natasha Denona Bieber palette. It's the all neutral matte palette. I will stick the pictures up for you guys. I'm dying to try this one. However, this is like the most expensive of the minier ones. This was the one that first caught my eye from Natasha Denona, if I'm being completely honest, and I thought that is something that would really add a lot of value to my like makeup collection in general, and I could get a lot of use out of. This one is £115 retail. I feel like I would only buy it if it went on offer, like an after Christmas sale or a Black Friday sale or something like that, like 20% off, 30% off. That would be when I would purchase this. A couple of other ones from her that I'm really like the look of. The Glam palette. It looks more cool tone than warm tone, which is not normally something that I go for. But I've realised recently that I am just loving cool tone. This one really caught my eye, and I feel like, again, this is something that would add a lot of value to my collection because it's more on the cool tone side, and I don't have a palette. I think I have the Sleek palette, but I'm not obsessed with that palette, if I'm honest, and the mattes in it really are not my cup of tea. But this one is another one that I think would add a lot of value and add something to my collection quite like uniquely. And this one retails for £64. It's currently on offer on Sephora actually for £59. Then the other one from her that I'm like the look of is the Zendo palette. This one's more of a like coloured palette, and you kind of get your warms like red and pink. Sorry if I'm looking down a lot, I'm just referencing the picture. You get like your warm tones, and then you also get your pops of blue and this lovely little mint looking shade as well. And I like this because of the pops of colour. Again, I'm just intrigued, but I think, to be honest, to start off with, I would most likely go with the Bieber or the Glam palette to start off with, to get myself a lovely like neutral eye and also get me testing the formulation to see if I like it. Some more Natasha Denona palettes that I'm interested in. There's the Natasha Denona Glam Face palette. the light shade. I do wish they did some more shades in this because I can't see much variation in tones, to be honest with you. And this one's £54, but you get 2 cheek products and 5 shadows, so it's kind of like the equivalent of buying one of her cheek duos and her £5 mini shadow palettes, which I would like to say I am interested in the mini shadow palettes, but I have heard that the formulation kind of varies between the mini palettes and large palettes. I also am really interested in the Natasha Denona Love Glow cheek palette. It just looks so glowy. And I believe there's 2 cream products, 2 powder products in here, which, oh guys, I love a cream product. Then I also found the My Dream Cheek Trio as well, and it's £25. Anyway, moving on from Natasha Denona, even though I could talk about her for ages, the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer Stick, really intrigued to try. I'm obsessed with my Milk Makeup little mini stick. Although, to be fair, to save money here, I would be more inclined to purchase the mini of this bronzer stick because I still have loads of product in the blush stick from them. I have more chance of finishing off that than I would a full size. The Benefit Wonderful World blushes, particularly the shade Krista, I really love the look of it. It's a nice bright colour. Benefit have had like this whole rebranding with their blushes, and I'm just really intrigued to try them along with their new highlights. But cream bronzers and blushes I've gone insane with on all of my wish lists, so I'll just kind of zoom through them, but I am so intrigued to try some new ones now that there is loads more formulated and out there to try. The Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Cream Blush in Rosé Latte. That's one of the darker tones, but I've really been enjoying a deeper blush recently. The NARS Cream Bronzer as well. This brand called Refi. Why can I not say it? This brand called Refi has these really lovely looking cream blushes as well. I really love the shade Cherry, which is different. With these blushes, I've kind of noticed my blush collection is all the same tone, so I'm looking to increase my blush collection a little bit, whether it be by minis or full sizes, to incorporate a little bit more differentiation in tone, because I feel like a lot of the time I go for the same coloured blush, so I'm trying to be intentional and not going for the same ones. The Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer in Fair looks... The packaging, the way that it's embossed looks stunning, but it's £42. I think I need it to be half price before I can afford that. And even then, £25 is stretching it. The Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer as well in Butter Biscuit. It looks so good. That's £29. There's a Refi Cream Bronzer as well. That was £18. And the cream blush was £14. The Huda Beauty Tantor, I know I'm behind on this one. It's originally retails for £28. The Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blonzer in Kiss of Copper. I feel like I saw Soph talk about this. I could be wrong, like on the YouTuber base, but I did see a YouTuber talk about it and also demo it on the skin, and I just remember it looking really, really lovely. I think it was back in the summer, but it still looked so good, so I've got that on the wish list. That is £24.50. Okay, and then the next load on here, I don't think will come too much surprise, because although these have loads of hype on them, I really want to try it because I do love Selena, and I'd really love to support her makeup brand. So the cheek stuff I didn't actually see when I was in Sephora over the summer. However, I did see the concealer and the foundation, and unfortunately they didn't have my shade in stock. The Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation, and I remember just thinking, this feels like a really nice formula. I've been really into my like light to medium lighter coverage foundations, but buildable. Rare Beauty Stay Vulnerable Melting Blush in Berry. I'm dying to try it. It's £18 is what it retails for. One that I'm really intrigued by, but it's not top of my list, but it is something that I would like to try from her, is the Lip Souffle, the matte lip creams. I'm really loving the shade Ascend in that, if you're wondering. It's like a hot pink or a red is what I'm thinking, because I have been on the market for like a liquid lipstick or long lasting lip product that is red. The Positive Light Liquid Highlighter in Outshine, I'm so intrigued by. This is £21. The Soft Pink Liquid Blushes, these have been blowing up on TikTok and YouTube. I've also got on here the Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette. Now this is an intriguing one. I own the Naked Cherry palette from them, and I do really enjoy the formula. And Kelly Gooch, a YouTuber that I watch a lot, she has kind of like the same taste, I would say, similarly in the Naked palette. Her favourite one has been the Ultraviolet. Now when I first saw the Ultraviolet, I was like, that's just like a neutral palette with a pop of purple in. But she has done a couple of looks with it, and she says that she loves it and it's her favourite Naked palette, and it's really intrigued me to buy it or try it / swatch it in stores. I've got a couple of Dior products in here because I was clearly feeling bougie when I made this wish list on Sephora. Two things that I've seen from Dior. I don't know what Dior's eyeshadow formula is like, so I'm just putting it out there, but tell me if it's bad in the comments below, please. I'm obsessed with green eyeshadow at the moment. I saw this Amber Neutrals palette in khaki green, and it just looks so pretty. Like, it looks really, really pretty. It's £41 is what it retails for. I just think it looks really lovely. However, I'm not sure on what the formula of that eyeshadow is, and I haven't really seen anyone review these. The other one that I really like from this same like neutral palette collection is the Burgundy Neutrals. It just looks lovely. It looks really, really nice. The burgundy neutrals as well, like, and the embossing on the pans looks really pretty as well. Okay, that's everything on Sephora UK. So let's go over to Beauty Bay. Now, Beauty Bay has my e.l.f. wishlist on because the e.l.f. website was just being really funny the other day when I was on e.l.f. because Soph did a collaboration with e.l.f. in her video, and I've been dying to try some e.l.f. products for a while now, like more of them, because I don't really have any in my collection. And they have been coming out with some releases that have really had me in a chokehold from a distance because I haven't brought them, but I've been like wanting to buy them so intensely. So let's start off with the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Soph did a demo of this where she put a black eyeshadow on her wrist, spritzed this, wait for it to dry, and she was rubbing it. Like, you could hear her, like the texture of skin, like how hard she was rubbing it, and it was not budging. Now that is the type of setting spray that I want. The e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duos, these look really pretty as well. I'm not sure again about the formulation, but I really am intrigued by these. They're only £3. Moving on to the putty textures, the putty blushes, dying to try these, absolutely dying. Any shade will do, to be honest. But in my wish list I have Fiji, and I also have the Maldives ones. The putty bronzer I'm also dying to try, and I really want to get that in the shade Tan Lines, I think. And then the Halo Go liquid filter seems to be a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury's one, which I've been dying to try Charlotte Tilbury's one for the longest time, but anytime I'm ready to bite the bullet and I see a Charlotte Tilbury store and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna treat myself to that product that I've been dying to try for ages, it's never in stock. I also have been dying to try the Jelly Pop collection from e.l.f. Melon Glow set that they have is like this really lovely looking like highlighter stick, cream highlighter stick, and then the primer. Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer, I'm really intrigued about that as well. This Makeup Revolution water activated graphic liner palettes, and they have different shades. They have the pretty pink one, and then they also have the pastel dream one. I have never seen these. I've never heard anyone talk about them. I've been really into doing more like graphic and fun looks recently. Then some more very, very, very hyped up products are the Revolution liquid blushes. So the super dewy liquid blushes. Dying to try those, of course. The glass liquid skin serum. I haven't seen anyone talk about this either, but I don't know about you, but I want to have glassy looking skin. Recently, I saw on Revolution's Instagram page, they're coming out with like this swirl line. There's a primer as well, but I couldn't actually find it on their website or on Beauty Bay. But it's like this, if I find a picture of it, I'll put it on the screen now. It's like this swirly looking primer. It looks so pretty. It reminds me of like one of the ones that Stila used to have, I think. I don't know if Stila still have them. They also have these lip swirl ceramide glosses that look incredible, and I believe the idea around them is that they're meant to be like deeply hydrating and nourishing for the lips during the winter season. There's quite a few Beauty Bay palettes that are on my wish list at the moment, like eyeshadow palettes. The Melt Cosmetics, I don't think I've ever tried anything from them, but the Millennial Pinks palette looks really pretty. It's all these like pastel-y looking pinks, 2 like burgundy shades, and then an icy white, an icy blue, a deep blue and a black. I have heard on and off reviews about their formulation though, so that does worry me. But then the other one from Melt that I've also got saved and I've been eyeing up for a while is the Amore Metropolis Pressed Pigment Palette. That just looks amazing. You've got like this row of like greens and like blues, and you've got a row of more neutral tones, a row of, to me again, more neutral tones with like a pop of pink and red, and then the bottom one has a pop of purple and a bright red. And then the other brand eyeshadow wise that I've been dying to try is the Sigma Beauty palettes. So the couple that I am particularly interested in is the Ambience eyeshadow palette, which is this beautiful looking like nude shade palette. The other one that I really like the look of is the Enchanted palette. I like the way that it's got kind of what looks like a matte and shimmer layout, and it's quite neutral with some pops of colour, which I really like, and it's got pops of green and yellow and pink. To be honest, I am quite proud of myself. There was one wish list that I didn't go through in this video, which if you want to see another one of these videos where I talk about my unbelievable list of wish lists, then please let me know in the comments below. Or if you'd like to see more more videos where I just chit chat about makeup in general. That is everything from my Beauty Bay and Sephora UK wish lists. And yeah, I really hope you guys are having an amazing day or night, wherever you are in the world. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here and would like to see more videos from me. And I'll catch you guys all in my next one. Bye!